Hey, everybody. Welcome to On the Edge of Entertainment, where I invite my friends from Las Vegas and around the globe to talk about showbiz. Now, these are experts in the business. Like today, we have Derek Daniels. Now, he is the owner of Derek Daniels Productions, which is one of the biggest production companies in Hawaii. And he has now moved to Las Vegas. So, everybody, welcome Derek Daniels.
Aloha, everybody. Aloha, and thank you
Aloha.
for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that you're in Las Vegas
I am
because,
too. You have no idea.
oh my gosh. Well, I had the opportunity to work with you. Your
Yes,
company hired me to come all the way out to Hawaii to do this
yes,
humongous performance. I'm
yes,
going to post his pictures up
yes.
here.
We do big events.
Coty Alexander as Madonna, featuring the Derek Daniels Dancer.
We do big events, big productions.
Yes, I can tell. And you've got this incredible background in entertainment as an entertainer yourself. So obviously you know
Yes,
what you're doing, but I'd love to hear
absolutely.
more about
Yeah.
how you got started.
I start off with the hula. I'm born and raised in Hawaii and
Mm,
began with the hula dancing. And while in high school, I was also involved with theater, drama, thespian. I love anything and everything, costumes,
mm.
theater, makeup, dance, anything artistic. I've always loved as a young age. So hula kind of brought me into the getting to know of myself of what I like to do. And
Mm.
then in high school, again, doing like Broadway musicals, community theater in high school, that kind of expanded me to the next thing. I left Hawaii right after high school at the age of 18, where I was
Really?
already performing in Polynesian reviews.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me about where you went. Like I've heard that you've done Broadway and you've lived in
Yes.
Paris.
Yes. From Hawaii, I went to first to Guam to do Polynesian hula reviews. Then I went to Japan, to Tokyo, Japan, where I was teaching. I was teaching hula, ballet, and jazz in the local studios there. I
Yeah.
speak fluent Japanese now due to that. And then I went to Los Angeles, California in 1980. I'm aging myself here, the early 80s, where I did the television series Fame with Janet Jackson and Debbie Allen and
Fame.
everybody else. So that was pretty
Nice.
much my first professional entertainment jazz kind of a show.
That's amazing. You
Yeah.
must be so talented. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you. I hope
yeah.
so.
Well, clearly, you haven't even told us half the stuff that you've done yet.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I've even heard you're, an award-winning choreographer. So I'm
Yes,
so
when
excited
I
to
went
hear
back to
all about it.
Hawaii, I got nominated for, we have, it's called the Po'okela Award. It's like the Tony Awards in Hawaii. And
Mm,
I was choreographing the pajama game. And I won the Po'okela, which is the award for choreographer for the pajama game with one of my high school teachers who was a director, Mr. Ronald E. Bright. He actually was my mentor when I was growing up. So worked with him for the first time. I won the choreographer for Okela Award.
oh, wow. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. S-
After that, from Japan, I'm again from LA. I went to New York. Was so funny because I was in Los Angeles doing series Fame, and they said, "Oh, Derek, we have to go out of Los Angeles." So, well, where are we going? They go, "Oh, we have to shoot in New York." I said, "Oh, lovely," because I was on my way to New York. So they flew us all to New York, which is perfect. Then, after the TV series wrapped, I got Cats on Broadway.
Wow. All
Yeah,
right. That's
my first
awesome.
Broadway show, Cats. That was wonderful. I'm so a cat person.
Yeah.
With the ballet background, jazz background, and the hula background, and modern as
Mm-hmm.
well. That kind of got me going. So Cats was right into me. I'm like a natural cat. I
That
also
is
studied and
amazing.
worked with the Alvin Ailey's Dance Theater and Dance Theater of Harlem back in New York
Mm-hmm.
City. So that gave me all my
Mm.
modern movements and all the exposing me to like Graham and the Horton style of dance. So I'm all over the place. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's very impressive. I love to hear your stories. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Well, then we're here
it's
for this.
yeah, yeah.
Perfect. I've
Yeah.
also did the Radio City Music Hall with the
Oh my gosh.
Rockettes. That's another thing that I did for a while. Every year
Yeah.
they have a huge Christmas show, the Christmas Spectacular,
Mm-hmm.
the Rockettes.
Hmm.
So I did that for a few years back in New York City as well. The Radio City Music Hall stage is one of the most amazing stage, one of the amazing experience I've ever had being a dancer because we have like 10 days to learn a show. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Wow.
it. You go in, you learn a number, maybe two in one day. You don't review these numbers till like 5 days later.
Mm.
So, and in those days, we didn't have video technology. We
Yeah.
couldn't use our cell
Cheating.
phone. So you had to go home and practice. And then
Mm.
after coming back to do all that rehearsal, then you got to go on stage. And the stage is huge at the Radio City Music Hall. And there's just numbers 60, 59, 58, 57,
Goes up
all
to
the way down.
60.
And then not only remembering the choreography, you got to remember what number you're supposed to be on for each particular number. It was crazy. In 10 days, you had to learn this whole show. That was the most
Wow.
stressful show I ever did in my life.
I know, and the whole world sees it. The
And the
whole
whole world
world
sees
watches
it.
it. So that must be
Yeah.
so nerve-wracking, especially as a young dancer.
Yeah, I was young at that time. Yeah, I was young at that time.
Yeah.
And then from New York, I actually did some small gigging. I went to Puerto Rico for 6 months. I did a cabaret type show called a Fiesta at the Caribe Hilton Hotel.
Mm.
I also went to Greece, to Cyprus, Greece. I did another show
Wow.
called Pygmalion for 6 months with, what's her name? Stephanie Block, who's now on Broadway doing the lead in the Cher show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she's on
Okay.
Broadway now doing that, the Cher show as lead. Then I came back to New York because New York was my base.
Mhm.
Then I went to Europe. I had the European Cats came out in Vienna, Austria.
Mm,
Vienna,
nice.
Austria. I was there for like 2.5 years. And then working in Vienna, I kind of took myself to Germany, and I went to Spain and things like that. Oh, we also did a show, Cats, a special showing of our Cats company in Vienna in Moscow, Russia, in the Bolshoi
Wow.
Theater in 1988.
You've been so fortunate. You've had such a great career.
It
It's
was fun,
amazing.
yeah. And I'm still on this ride. I'm still on
You
the ride.
are. You are. And now you're kind of trying
And you're my
something
new
in Las
ride. Yes,
Vegas. But you know
exactly.
what?
Yeah.
You're so incredibly talented, and your company has been around for a long time, and you
It
really
has.
know how to establish these great productions,
Yeah.
which is so perfect for Las Vegas, except for that you're bringing a little bit of a twist that maybe some companies don't have, which is
Correct.
the whole hula aspect.
Correct. I'm
Polynesian.
very strong and very I like to incorporate the cultural of hula as well as the Polynesian culture with the drumming, with the fire, and giving my choreography, incorporating that within the jazz, within the ballet, So that's my special ingredient I'm using for my style of dance and choreography.
Let me show them your website here. Just gonna
Yes.
scroll through the cool productions that you've got and all the cool costumes. I mean, this stuff is amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful. I wish I was there right now.
You will be.
Oh man.
We
Yeah.
definitely have you back in Hawaii for sure.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is cool.
Yes.
And is that you?
That is me.
You
And I
love it.
did the a Cirque type show in Hawaii. It's
Mhm.
called Cabaret. And
Mm.
Alan Goldberg was our producer. He was actually a huge ringmaster for a lion taming show here in Vegas and
Oh my
the
gosh.
world. So he
Wow.
opened that show up, and that was my opportunity for me to be the choreographer I
Mm-hmm.
was also the costume designer and the talent. I was the MC for that show.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, anything you want. And by the way, entertainers, just FYI, you've got to submit to Derek here. Oh, look,
Absolutely.
there's a picture of me.
That's you. That's right. That's us in Hawaii. In Hawaii, yes.
Cool, cool, cool.
Absolutely. And working with you was absolutely amazing.
Oh,
I
thanks,
found you
dude.
to easy to work with, so professional, always on top of your game. And that's why I'm coming to Vegas and having you here that makes my job easier. And I look forward to having to work with you more because you're such an amazing talent,
Oh,
beautiful,
thank you. Thank
on
you.
top of things, and you're OCD perfectionist, kind of like me, which I like. I like
I've
to
read
keep those
that
people
about you.
close to me,
Yes. I think it's important. I think it's
Absolutely.
important attention to
Absolutely.
detail and
Yes.
just trying to be your best and do your best.
And something, you are a epitome and a great example for that. And I hope people use your strategy, your output, your outlook, your mindset, because you are a person not to be reckoned with. And I mean,
Oh,
honestly, thank you so much. Yes,
thank you. Thank you.
absolutely.
I really appreciate that especially
Yeah.
coming from you.
Oh,
And so many performers have come to Vegas that you've worked with,
I have.
so you've got a little pool of people here.
Oh, yes,
I'm sure
yourself.
a pretty big pool.
Yeah, Cookie Watkins is Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Damian Brantley is Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly, what's Nelly's last name?
Nellie Norris.
Nelly Norris as our Katy Perry, and she also did Cindy Lauper.
Mm-hmm.
We also work at Elisa Fur as our
Mm-hmm.
Celine Dion,
Yeah.
and many other performers, dancers, and Don Richards, who was in the Diva Show, Larry
Mm-hmm.
Edwards, the
Mm-hmm.
Tina
Oh, I
Turner from
didn't know
Diva
he came from
Show,
there. All
um,
right.
and then also some small Cirque du Soleil people,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a lot of showgirls.
So many people. I know so many people who know you, so
Yeah, it's a small world. And
it
the circle
is.
is getting smaller now that I'm here and fortunate to have worked with these people and meeting people throughout other people. My circle is getting smaller. So it's really coming together really good for me, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, Vegas is an amazing place. If you've got what it takes, it's really an easy place to kind of get in and
Absolutely.
infiltrate
Yeah.
because we're a community here and we really stick together
Yes.
and we help each other and we utilize each other in whatever way we can because ultimately we want to work with people that we know and that we like,
Yes.
because there's
Absolutely. Yeah.
plenty of people out there you don't really know what they're about.
Yeah.
So it's important to have a good reputation and
Yes.
where people want
Yes.
to work with you and stuff. Tell me about this thing with Grace Jones that you used to do.
Okay. That's another one. That's another chapter of my book.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to work with Grace Jones for 8 years as her backup singer,
Oh,
choreographer,
wow.
and her personal assistant.
Jeez.
She was absolutely amazing. Her and I just really connected and bonded. The first day we met, we was inseparable for 2 weeks.
Oh my
With
gosh.
her, I've had the opportunity to travel the world
Mm.
from Amsterdam, Belgium, Switzerland, Spain, Singapore, Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we did this huge event in Hong Kong where the English hand over the Chinese handover thing was like 1990 something, I forget.
Mhm.
And Boy George was our DJ for this event. And then when I went to
Oh my
London,
gosh.
I worked with Boy George as well.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that was a really nice thing, yeah. And I
Wow.
appeared with Grace on the movie Boomerang, where I
I'll have
met
to check that
Freddie
out.
Murphy, Halle Berry, Eartha Kitt,
Oh my gosh.
Martin, everybody. It was funny. I have a story because here I am in the makeup booth with Robin Givens, Eartha Kitt, Halle Berry, Grace Jones, and me.
Oh my
It was a
gosh.
great, and I have pictures. In those days, unfortunately, we didn't have our phones, but I
Yeah.
do have some pictures of that time and stuff like that. But
Oh,
that was a great experience, such a great experience to be on set with all those people all the time.
it's amazing. And I think as performers, we sort of end up getting used to that and it kind of loses
And
that
nothing bad about
excitement.
that. Yeah,
But we
nothing's
have to
wrong with that.
realize what it
Yeah,
is though and what we're doing and how
correct.
fortunate that we are.
You know, I always say, in able to be a performer from morning to night, as long as you live, take a certain kind of personality and character, and you exude that. You are a
And
person that
you
has
do.
that, and that's why you're here today, as successful as you are. And thank you again for this, for having me on
Oh,
your show, because this is wonderful.
thanks.
But yeah, so I think it comes from a fire that burns in an individual, because I've worked with a lot of amazing dancers, amazing costumes, amazing people who in the business, but they don't have that fire to make
Hmm.
it, to create their own. You have
Yeah.
that fire.
I think that, we get so busy as performers that we kind of get caught up in the work of it as
Yes.
opposed to kind of branching out and trying to be our own.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
we have amazing lives and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, we do. And I'm yeah, I mean, my life having like limousines and the Concorde. I wore the Concorde once with Grace Jones from Paris to New York, because I was
Wow.
working as her assistant. So yeah,
Mm, my
it's just,
God.
you pick up in a limousine. You go to a night 5-star hotel, and the pool.
Hmm.
It's just, I like that lifestyle.
I
Yeah,
do too. I've been bored lately
I do
because I
too.
don't
Yeah.
get to travel. So I have to talk to my interesting friends via Zoom.
I know. And back in Paris, because I'm all over the place when it comes to the entertainment field, the industry. I've also worked as a model. I've appeared on magazines. I've choreographed for
Oh my
Jean-Paul
gosh.
Gaultier and Thierry
Wow.
Mugler, Kenzo, Asdin Alaya, and Issa Miyake. This is
Oh my
all in
gosh.
Paris. This is
My gosh.
another story in my book.
Yes, tell me
I'm
a
at this
story.
nightclub in Paris in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
maybe early 90s. I'm at this discotheque called The Boy, no longer there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
standing. I have a tap on my shoulder. I turn around and this person goes, "Are you Derek Daniels?" I said, "Yes. Who are you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm Jean-Paul Gaultier." I said, "Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry."
my
I said,
gosh.
I heard about you, but I've never really seen you." He said, "I
Yeah.
would love for you to choreograph my fashion shows." I said, "Absolutely." Him and I became best friends, and we're still good friends to this day.
Oh
So
my
he is
gosh.
another my outreach who I look for costume design, should I need to.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that his whole costume for Madonna is what really turned her into a superstar,
exactly.
you know?
Back to Madonna. We're here. I have so much, what's this, like vignettes of my life.
Mm-hmm.
We're in New York City. I'm getting ready for shoot Boomerang. We get
Mm-hmm.
a phone call. I get a phone call, because I'm Grace's personal assistant, from Madonna's people.
Oh.
She's having her book signing, the sex book,
Oh,
at Splash, New York, and would like to invite Grace. So Grace and I go to her book signing in
no way.
Splash, very intimate, maybe 30 people only.
Oh,
So we're at this table, a couple tables. I'm here, Grace is next to me, Madonna is like across of the table. And
oh my
it was
gosh.
like, I was speaking to Madonna, and she said, "Oh my God," she said, "Oh, you should work for me." I said, "Grace would not let me work for you."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow. I would
so
have
that was
said,
a missed
oh,
opportunity, but
dang.
hey,
I would have said, I
I love working
moonlight.
with Grace.
Dang. Well,
Yes,
tell me about
yeah.
Madonna. Like, what was it like? I mean, when was that? That was in early
That was the
90s?
90s, 90, because I met Grace in 91.
Mm.
And how we met was another fantastic moment. I'm walking out of my apartment in Paris. I live in the Ile Saint Louis.
Mm.
I walk to the corner of the building. Literally, I bump into a friend of mine who did the TV series Fame with me, William
Oh my
Wesley.
gosh. Okay.
I mean, really, like, "Oh my God,
That's
what are you
so
doing here?" He
weird.
said, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
here working with Grace Jones." I said, "Oh my God, that's fantastic." He said, "You should meet her." I said, "I would love to." She lived literally walking from my house down the road, maybe like 3 blocks.
Oh my gosh.
3 blocks. So we go to her house, we all go in, and here she is. And then from that time on, inseparable, her and I. We just got along, because she likes the tribal things too. She likes
Mm.
earthy things, and me being from
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii and doing the hula and the spears and like very tribal kind of stuff. Her and I
Yeah.
just clicked on it. So yeah. Oh, another story. So we're getting ready. We're doing costuming for the Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Azadine Alaya's atelier, which is like his a special warehouse or showcase for his clothing that he has not released yet. Grace has first access to this
Oh
for
my
the movie.
gosh.
We
Okay.
go there, we're looking through all the costumes, then you hear the door is knocked. I go, oh, I'll get it. I'll go turn around. They open the door. Naomi Campbell and Iman at the door. They said, oh, Grace Jones is here. I said, yes, come on in. From
Oh
there,
my
it was like a
gosh.
little party in the atelier. Then we went to the Queen discotheque on the Champs-Elysees. I was the go-go dancer director of the Queen then. So we walked in right in, of course. I mean, Grace showed them a camera. I was like, who wouldn't just walk us in? We go to our booth. Who's next to our booth? Mr. Nicolas Cage and Rosie Perez.
I love
They were
Nicolas
shooting
Cage.
the
Do you know he
movie.
lives in Las Vegas now?
He does? I need to get in touch with him then.
Yes. Oh my gosh, take me with you. I want to marry him.
Okay, absolutely. I think anywhere, everywhere.
I think
So
he's
that
already
was
married,
an amazing,
but I'll try.
amazing evening. I mean, that was like, you couldn't ask for more. So, you know, again, back to the whole, how you want to live your life is all up to you. You can choose. You got to wake up and get to work.
Just
you know?
do it. Yeah.
Have those dreams, have those thoughts.
And don't have anything that holds you back. So on that note, like, you know, what would you tell a performer? I mean, you're a producer and you are a performer and you've had so many amazing experiences. Like, what's one amazing takeaway that you could give as a tip for entertainers?
You know, I always say, have a dream, and the bigger the dream, the better. You can always come down from the dream or like break it down, but you cannot go up when you start up here, and maybe if anything comes down this way. Also, your life, yourself, your body, is your tool. That is what you work with. You take care of your tool, your body, your health, your appearance, and also stick around or hang around with people who support you, people who acknowledge you, respect you. Keep those people close to you, and keep away or make a distance of those who want to tear you down, because there's a lot of people who are not or very envious of entertainers who have it going on. They get, you can't do this. I can do anything I want to do. And those people have it a distance or an arm length away, but keep those who support you close by and have the dream and go for it.
I love
passion is everything. You gotta have passion.
Passion is everything. And I
passion
think
is everything.
The reason why entertainers are entertainers is because they do have dreams and they do believe that they can do it. I think ultimately we believe that we can do it. And maybe that's what some people are missing out there, is just a belief that your life can be better and more interesting and more fun.
Absolutely. And it can, I mean, we all believe in ourselves, and just take it to the next level of believing in yourself. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. And I'm the example of it. You don't have to, if you're a dancer or singer, you can go dance and sing in Sweden, should you want to go to Sweden. They want, like I say, where do I want to work next month, or where do I want to work next year? I've never done, I've worked in Copenhagen, by the way, and Helsinki, because I just said, I like to go visit those places. And as I visit, I said, well, why not do a dance workshop?
Wow.
So I would do dance workshops wherever I go, because I wanted to do a vacation/work, and you can write it off on your taxes.
That's really smart. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Well, you have a lot to offer. So that's
so
really
much.
Cool.
I look forward to it. And I look forward to meeting those entertainers here who get to see this. Please contact me. You can go to DerekDanielsProduction.com. You can see it on Coty's website as well. That way, because I'm trying to form a roster of talent to the list for me to provide the most top quality talent in Vegas or around the world to be part of my team, so I can provide them with the most fabulous show that I have to offer.
Well, we will definitely help you out. We welcome you to Las Vegas.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And everybody, just make sure that you follow and like and share all of our links below. And is there anything else you want to tell us, Derek,
No,
before
I
you
just want
go?
to thank you for giving me this opportunity to express and to expand myself to the people who's watching this. And I'm gonna look forward to working with you again because we have lots to accomplish, you and I together.
Oh yeah, and we can do it so much better here in the sense that we're both here and we can
Exactly.
make something happen for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to that, and I highly
Mahalo.
recommend Derek to clients or entertainers.
Yes.
And yeah, let's just start 2021 in another way.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so
Mahalo
much.
nui loa, malama pono. He mea
Thank
iki.
you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody just dream, dare, and do it. Love you, Derek. Thanks.
Love you too, baby. Thank you so much. Mahalo nui.
Okay.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.